today's walk I'm in Ystradfellte, which is one of my favourite places in the Brecon Beacons, or Maes y Gawnen, which it's now called. So this is the village here, and I'm going to be heading up out of the village up onto Maes y Gawnen, which is the sort of limestone shattered hill sort of face, and we're going up to the Ystradfellte fort, Gelli Nedd, I think it's pronounced, crossing the river Nedd, I think this is, past the cave, and then I'm following this kind of wild landscape here to this summit here called Maes y Gawnen, which is a really random one, but here is a trig point, and this by far is the most elusive, random and kind of least visited trig point in the whole of the Brecon Beacons. I would sort of put someone as a sportsman's bet to see if anyone could find one sort of more random than that and more visited. So yeah, so we're going to reach that trig, very little known trig, and see what the area is like. I think it's going to be quite a wild landscape walk. So good afternoon, Ystradfellte main car park. Beautiful view of the church there with the going Cef and Garreg, the ridge line behind it. So we're going to start the walk now up the road behind me, and we'll see you in a few minutes. I love the start of this walk as it goes through this big hollow right down in a dip. Surprised it's dry. Thought it'd be pretty bad, but yeah, it's a nice sort of long, hollow ascent. It's cool, and between, it's so green, so green. Between the gaps there's great views as well, which we'll pick up shortly. So we're into big wide open space, good views. You can see Pen y Fan, Fan Leader, and the lovely view of that ridge and the crags. So this is a sort of vague path that cuts across this open area, and that ahead is the fort, Gelli Nedd, I think it's called. So that's the old Iron Age hill fort, and that's the first stop today. Just amazing landscape this. Just working my way through the shattered limestone, which is so typical of this area. There's a great view westwards as well, Leek, to Carricadno. Right, I'll bring you back at the top. So it's definitely the little summit of Gelli Nedd. Views northward are the best. Of Maes y Gawnen and Fan Nedd, amazing. The shattered limestone. Beautiful. Really, really amazing views from here. Right. And drop down. So we're going to drop down here, make our way down through here, and head over towards that forest. See you in a sec. Just crossing the river, and I just had a quick chat to some cavers over there. A couple of cavers with all the gear. I think that's the river Nedd, which comes out at God, where is it? Near Swansea. Nice, Port Talbot, that's it. So that's cool. That originates miles away up here. Yeah, cave is a blinking car park there. I could have parked there, would have saved me a load of time. But the views were nice on the way up. So, going to walk towards the cave now. That's going to be the next stop. So at the forest edge, Coed de Radir, I think that's called, a crossroads. And I think, I'm going to look at the map, I think it's this one. It's an area of managed forest. So we head up here. And yeah, there's new trees there. So yeah, I think it's here, and I'll bring you back in a bit. It's on the forest path. I'll just climb up here. It's an amazing bleak landscape. Pen y Fan and moorland. Yeah, it's cool. Certainly one of the more remote areas. So I think up there is Maes y Gawnen, the true summit with a cairn. Looks difficult to get up. There's no path and it's all thick heather and sort of shattered rock. So we're going to reassess that in a minute. I'll follow on the path to the trig point, which hopefully come up in about 15 minutes. See you in a bit. Oh, scenery. Certainly a bleak landscape, and it's a fair walk up to here actually. Well, not too bad. It's been about an hour and a half, but I haven't reached a trig yet. I'm hoping it's around this bend. So I can see the trig, but it's over this swamp. It's there. So it's meant to be on the main path. So I don't know how to get that. I'm going to have a look around here. But, hang on, there's a path here. Little sheep tread through that bog, I think. But yeah, not easy to get. I was going to extend the walk through some of the moorland, but it's taken a while. It's been quite up and down. So with the fact that I've got a very modest fitness and I've got to get back, I'm just going to hit this one and then start to turn back. But I'll come back here for a revisit because it's quite a cool place. Right, see you in a bit. I'm just going to try and get to that trig. Well, I just got through that horrible bog and now onto hard rock. So this is nice. There's the trig. Right. Catch you in the deck. It's tough terrain this little bit. Definitely. Quite off-piste. Here it is, covered in moss. Oh. God. It's got to be Brecon Beacons' most remote, least well known and least visited trig point, which is quite cool. That's where I was going to go up there and round, but not today, I think. There's a vague path through there, but it doesn't look great. So, yeah, it's a cool place. A weird place, definitely. But yeah, what a weird place to have a trig. But yeah, there you go. It's definitely the beacon's most elusive trig point. There you go. Oh, it's rough going up here. Oh. Rough underfoot. A short but very steep climb from the road. Maes y Gawnen, the true summit, 405. So that's the highest point today on this walk. Pretty cool place actually. Views to the north are excellent. Very good. And that's where we've come from, all the way over there, so it's a reasonable walk. Right, cool. I'm going to get down back onto the road. See you in a sec. So I've done that as an out and back walk, but I am going to return to the cave car park, try and find the cave. So I couldn't find the cave, so I'm going to Google that one, try and find the cave, and do a loop walk across the moorland. So that'd be good. Nice views on the return. Yeah, I just didn't want to bite off too much, more than I could chew really. I think that's a comfortable distance today, but yeah, next time come back, do a little loop walk up there, would be good. Right, cool. Get back to the car. So it's about 10 minutes to the car now. That's a really nice walk. Something very different, quite a random place. Certainly one of the more remote places. And I didn't see it, apart from the cavers, I saw no one on the walk, which is pretty cool. So finish off with a little view over the fence. The sheep and the ridge beyond. Just coming off cairn now, which is sort of limestone shattered summit. Cool, so enjoyed that one. We'll return for the cave and the loop walk, and we'll see you again.